I tried this earlier and the orientation was a little messed up. Hopefully you can find me again. Oh, gosh. It's all on me. I don't know, man. Whew. Sometimes I feel like I generate a lot of unnecessary anxiety. Unnecessary. Sorry. I'm eating my lunch. And yay, hooray, Roland. Glad you are here. Glad you are here on time. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let me turn off the sound. Excellent. Okay. I don't have a napkin. I'm eating my lunch. My lunch is a bagel. Please don't judge. Hey, Adam, how's it going? I have been slacking. Yay, Jennifer, hello. How are you? Glad you made it too. In fact, I might take you with me to get a napkin. One quick second. Excellent. There's a napkin. And yeah, locker room is a good place to have lunch. Well, it's a place. Certainly is. Doing some upgrades on the locker room, slowly but surely. Getting to a better place in the locker room. Full confession, I commuted from the suburbs back to the city last night, and I just didn't do any work. I did not do any work. I should, but I just didn't because I just didn't. I came back after work. I had a doctor's appointment, came back to the city, and then just kind of stopped doing anything. Yay, Daryl, you're driving and listening. Yay, Jennifer. I am glad you're doing well. I am also well. Daryl, glad you're joining us from the car. Dang, Daryl, I saw your goals. I forget if you said if they were 5 years. I forget what the time frame was, but that was awesome, man. 15 to 20K revenue. Going to visit Africa with your wife. The A1C, I can relate to the A1C reading underneath. Yay, Andy DeVirgo. I was having tech issues. I could not get my, for some reason I kept getting a notice that the lock screen was on my computer, on my phone. So that was just annoying. I don't know if it actually was, but I just quit and come back on to start a different stream. Heather H, hello. Sylvia A, good afternoon to you as well. Glad that you guys are here for our lunchtime chat. I am enjoying them for sure. I'm like doing myself up in the meantime so I don't look so ghoulish on camera, because even though, I put on makeup every morning and by noon it's just gone. Okay, so let's talk goals. So yesterday I did almost nothing on moving forward. I did not film as I had intended, which is a bummer, but I got some good quality relationship time, which I will take. It was amazing. So I will take that and count that as, ooh, excuse me. We hang laundry up here. So that's what that was, just laundry drying. So I will take that. And my number one goal of building a strong, healthy, happy family was strengthened yesterday night, even though the other goals were not. So it's all about balance, right? But jumping back in, not letting that stop me from what I can do. So, and again, so I filmed yesterday, the Friday video, or last week I filmed the Friday video I filmed the Saturday video on Tuesday, which was great. And it felt like I got my homework done early. So I'm aiming for that again. That's the goal. And what I did last week was tracking all my income, for just about 8 days or 7 days straight, which was very helpful. I'm going to continue doing that, even though it's very sobering. You got to do it. You got to track. Hello, Matt's Gambling Slots. Glad you're here. Heather H, yes, I did say hello. Heather, if I didn't say hello to you. Matt, hello to you also. So today, the plan is to film. It's going to be a budget one, which people have been requesting. So, Tuesday. And let me know if this is like you. When it comes to goals, I feel like sometimes I know this is common. Sometimes I feel like it's all or nothing. Like if I don't get the video done, if I didn't get the video done yesterday, then just forget it. It's all, it's all ruined. So why even bother trying? I'm like, no, just get it done today. Like it's fine. I also tend to try to cram too much in one day and overwhelm myself, which I've learned based on the DISC profile test that I took and the Tony Robbins coaching exploration that I ended up not doing right now, that I'm a very high D and a high I, which means that I crave that I am a high intensity person and I crave that high intensity, even though it's not always to my benefit. So I am learning to work with that, and I feel like that's a huge revelation, and understanding myself. It really helps me to understand myself. Sorry guys, I'm looking for my pen case, which is right here. I feel like pens are essential tools in what I do. Pens, pencils, all that. So I am using that knowledge to go forward. What's the saying? Go softly, go slowly, but go forward. Always go forward. And that's for sure a challenge of mine. Is I get caught up in inertia. It's either all or nothing for me, and really walking that midline and sort of picking myself up from being in between those two extremes. Oh, good Lord, guys. It's got a lot of stuff bubbling up on the family side, on the health side, just wanting to make sure that everything's good, everyone's healthy. So let me hop in with my income tracking. That's actually become an exciting thing for me. So for anyone else who is on this journey of building their own business from scratch, building their own location independent business from scratch, which is what I'm doing, I got a little bit discouraged because I felt like I hadn't made any progress in a long time. And so I thought, let me just track my income, even though at the moment I didn't have any prospects for increasing it. And I found that slowly but surely, and I've found this in so many different examples, in so many different instances, that just the process of tracking leads to such awareness, and that awareness leads to action just naturally. So again, we're not talking huge numbers so far this month. Realized I have I brought in $6.46, but I have an additional $27.73 coming through. So just over $30 coming in for the month. My goal was $1,000. That's okay, because it's more than I made last month, and we're moving forward in the right direction. So I get to put that down. My balance has gone up from 261 to 289. 289.07, and this is all Etsy income from my Etsy store. That $27 and that $646. April income. I can do this addition. So 646. So that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm adding up those two numbers, and I'm like, they're so small. But you gotta be you have to make $30 in order to make $10,000. You have to make $100 to make $10,000. You have to cross these milestones. It's just the next step in the process. You have to cross these milestones to get to the next step. 2773 plus 646 is 93. Oh no, 11. good to do math every now and then, right, guys? 34.19. Excellent. Okay, so my April income is 34.19, which is good. Which is. So my plan for today is to just film a video and to keep focused on that. Film a video that will go live on Saturday. And to keep marching forward. So my goals for the week are to film the video early, now on Tuesday, create 10 new Etsy products, to look into coaching and set out an execution plan. So I've been doing a lot of research on coaching, and it's something that I would like to start doing, start offering, because I really enjoy the process, and I think something that I'm very good at doing is holding people accountable. I think that this stream has kind of become that, and I'm really enjoying it. So I would love to start doing more private coaching. I've done it in the past and really enjoyed the process, and I would like to offer that service. And then my fourth goal is to plan, research, and think on the e-com store that I'm working on executing. So those are my 4 goals for the week, and as of Tuesday, I have all these things, like little things that I need to do. Like I need to call to cancel a hotel reservation. I need to confirm for another doctor's appointment. There's just a lot of like little things I have on the personal side of my execution right here. Hey, Minnie, how are you? Glad you could join in. Jennifer, loving the consistency. Yes, for sure. Coaching is great. Yes, absolutely. Hey, Minnie, hi. Andy to Virgo, YouTube is your second priority, Etsy products third, then coaching fourth. Yeah, four streams of income. You advertise on Instagram. So Andy, I have not advertised on Instagram very well. I've tried, but I've not done it very well. And the reason is because I haven't been as consistent there. Coaching and what? So Jennifer, this would be coaching kind of across the board. I know you do fitness coaching, right? I've seen you on Mark Gowdy's live streams. So what I've done in the past is financial coaching, which I am not licensed. I am not, I have no type of certification. So what I say is in no way construed as financial advice. All I do is get people, ask people what they want, B, coach them to get a plan to get there, and then C, hold them accountable to that plan. So that is all I do. And I know in my life, that is the most powerful thing. So coaching can be financial or life, relational or relational. So those are the 3 types of coaching that I am considering that I do. Mini Capital One increased your credit limit after a Canadian bankruptcy. Life after a Canadian bankruptcy is going fantastic. Glad life is going well. Mini, did you just declare bankruptcy? Yes, you do health coaching. Excellent. Good. Yeah. Because that's something that my mom has kind of done in the past. Health coaching. She's done a lot of different coaching. She was a birth educator for a while. She's very good at what she does. But now she's a licensed mental health therapist, LMHC, with her New Jersey and New York certification. She's done her supervision hours. She's really, really done an awesome job at getting herself up and ready to offer licensed counseling. So she's very good at what she does. And life coaching was something that she actually looked into originally and was thinking about getting certified for, which is other priorities came up, and she actually went the route of being mental health certified, which was pretty cool. This woman has done so much in her life. It's pretty amazing. Many you were discharged from a consumer proposal in August of 2020. It's under the Bankruptcy Consumer Act, Canadian Act. Yeah, I don't know how Canada works. It's a whole other world up there, you guys. But glad life is going well for you. That's wonderful. So sometimes I feel like I got a lot of different sort of priorities swirling around here, and just picking out the next most highest priority item, which I think obviously number 1 is to just get the video filmed for Saturday. That will take about 2 hours. So every video that you see of mine, guys, takes about 2 hours to film. Unless it's one of those just like one-off where I'm sitting in front of the camera. But this one that I wanna film, I wanna do a budget review. So, that will take a little bit longer. So that's number 1. Number 2 is probably the Etsy products, and the reason why I'm not super excited about that is because design is not my forte. I am not a designer by nature. Excuse me, I'm a visual learner, but design is not something I'm great at. I find it funny how Capital One gives me a credit card, and this time, this is the most available credit you've had, yeah. The more available credit you've ever had, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know how that works, but good on you. So, getting the Etsy products up, I think, is probably the next step in directly increasing my income for this month, which was the goal. Ugh, just kind of I was about to say I feel like I'm limping along this month because I'm just not going after it as highly intense as I have in the past. I don't have it in me to be super intense at this point. I feel like I have a lot of, let's say nervous energy. Nervous isn't the word. I've got a lot of high intensity energy. I'm really trying to get away from words like with negative connotations like nervous or anxious or stubborn. Roland, oh yes, Roland Holland Consumer Price Index report was released today. I think, does high inflation affect any part of your financial fire journey, or have you not really felt the impact yet? Oh, for sure, we felt the impact just since February. I mean, they weren't the results that prices have skyrocketed 30% since February. That was very interesting. I watched that this morning. It's sickening, and yes, for sure, I felt the impact. Because of what's also going in my life, I felt the impact on my fire journey. So it's because they're kind of happening concurrently. It's tough to say not tough to say. It's obvious that inflation, 30%, especially on food and gas, food and transportation, costs have gone up 30%. So if I was spending, well, I wasn't just spending $100 on gas. If I was only, actually, I can tell you how much I was spending on gas because I have the numbers right here. So say I was spending 300 on gas and all of a sudden it's 400. If I was spending, I mean, again, my food budget is my sort of, um, not Achilles heel, but my food budget has been a long-standing thorn. If I was spending 400 in groceries, all of a sudden I'm spending 530. It's sick. Jennifer, you're starting as an independent education consultant in a few months. Excellent. I think you make a great coach. Thank you. I would love to. I would really love to do that. Minnie, you got a conditional offer to your accounting degree program. So in the fall, you will start your Canadian accounting career path. Very exciting. That is awesome. And I'm guessing accounting is something you can do remotely, Minnie, right? That's very exciting. Congratulations to you. Is that a conditional offer, like a job offer? Minnie, that's amazing. Congrats. I know this has been sort of a quest of yours, right? That you've worked on for a while. So that's amazing to see. So I can tell you, so in the month of March, I spent on transportation. I don't really think that's accurate. I don't know, maybe it is. $119. Oh no, because you know what I didn't add is my vehicle registration. That was like $47. That was exciting. I have not been super diligent in keeping up on my expenses, but it's always good to kind of take a look at them. Maybe I did vehicle registration. Yeah, maybe it's a gas. I know it's a gas. I haven't been logging because I do cash a lot. I use cash for gas, and I don't always log how much I spend on gas, cash gas. Jennifer, what's your education? Oh, to me, I seem very bright, thanks. Nothing formal. It's not formal education. I have a bachelor's in English and master's degree credits in playwriting and literary criticism. So awesome. I just read a lot. Minnie, the CPA path is a long one, yes, but I will work remote when possible. Yes, good for you. I know there's so many tests to take for the CPA. Ryan Ramsey, hello, hello. Hello to you. Awesome. Checking in here. So something I had wanted to look into. Oh, sorry, guys. I got distracted for a second. But yeah, as far as for me, I guess the next step is to figure out a proposal for coaching, because for me, again, that's something that I've wanted to do for a while, and kind of figure out how I'm going to do it, because I would obviously want to continue to build toward a passive stream, and coaching by the hour is not passive at all, but there are ways to do it. So just kind of work that out. Have I thought about becoming a writer of some kind? Yes, actually I have. Um, I do write. I write every day. I was a newspaper cultural correspondent for a few years overseas, and I do write. Again, at the moment, the push is to increase my income, and it would be, hey, Stephen, glad you can make it. Hello, hello. Good morning to you. Working to write in a way that would have a direct result in income. So that's why I was kind of thinking about blogging. That is very high effort. Again, I've kind of spoken about this in other live streams, that where I'm seeing the most return is here on YouTube. So I'm really putting energy into that, although it's it's a little bit higher effort to kind of show up on camera, whereas blogging you can do at 3 a.m., just kind of cranking out words. Sometimes it feels a little bit like assembly line-ish, and there's that tension between wanting to really take time and do a well thought out, well researched piece, and just having to crank out the content. And in blogging, you just have to crank out the content in the way that works for the search engine, SEO friendly writing. And that's not something that I super enjoy. It's something I don't mind. But that's the type of writing that makes money. So kind of like, I haven't continued down that path. I may start it up again at some point, but not at the moment. So, as far as what I want to accomplish for today, video, Etsy products, biz plan for coaching, biz plan for ecom. That's 4 things. Those are my those are my 4 goals. If I just film the video today, that would be all. That would be fantastic. That would be like 10 points to me. Yeah. And in between that, I also aiming to work out. I test my blood. Daryl, are you on? I think you had said that you are on listening from the car. Yes, you're driving and listening. So, Daryl, I saw your goals about having the A1C of 6 or below. I'm with you. I am with you on that one, because I just started testing my my glucose, and I've been doing it for about a month. Is blogging still a way to make money? Yeah, I didn't know. Absolutely. It's a little bit more challenging. There are some, different rules, and there are always new updates as far as blogging goes. But it is a way to make money. It's a lot of work, but it is a way to make money for sure. So for the health component, I aim to get to the gym today, at least 30 minutes. But I mean, health and mental clarity is why I go to the gym. Um, but Daryl, it's funny. I just ordered control solution for my glucose monitors to make sure it's working. It's a lot. Um, Trying to moderate food. It's not fun, but it's necessary for the good life that I want to live. I want to live a happy, productive, and healthy life. So it's all positive things leading in a positive direction. Minnie, your bipolar meds put you on the path of diabetes, but you have a doctor follow up this week to see if you're at risk for it. Yeah, hopefully everything goes well, Minnie. I have a long family history of diabetes on my dad's side. His mother was very diabetic. So, Andy DeVirgo, yeah, it is a way to make money. Yep. So, I feel ya on that tendency toward diabetes. And so, since I was 18, 16, 18, I've worked to moderate my sugar and limit my sugar. I also have a terrible sweet tooth. So, while I know how much sugar is in something and I'm very sensitive to sugar, it doesn't stop me from craving it. And it's like 50-50 whether or not I will eat it or not. I think it's all about going through sort of these mindset shifts and saying, okay, I'm gonna look at this differently. Yeah, bipolar meds have you hungry all the time. Yeah, it's very difficult. I feel that. Medications are so tough. Andy, you thought with the attention span issues we have now, you would think that videos would be more profitable. Yes, they are more profitable. But think about the last thing you Googled. Like for me, I was Googling test results and like what was normal and what was not normal. And if you write a blog, and some of the hits I got were on blogs. And I would say half the hits I got were from blogs. Think about the number of times you turn to the internet for information in a day and the sites that you land on. Are you landing on a well-respected site like the National Institute of Health or something, although I don't really love their recommendations. I don't always think that they're in line. I was looking up a good meal plan, actually, a good diabetic-friendly meal plan, and both Yale and the National Institutes of Health came up, and I clicked on them because I thought they're well respected, and the advice was terrible. It's like the first thing they advised a diabetic to do is add more whole grains. I'm like, "Excuse me? Excuse you?" Like, "No, that's terrible." Anyway, but yeah, so in the search for information, blogs and, writing is a great way to make, income, but it's also kind of the flip side. It's like, "What the heck do I know? I'm just Googling stuff and writing an article about it." Like, that's anyway. It's another issue I have with it. But videos are just me speaking from my own experience. And if you were looking for someone speaking from their own experience, this is what I do, and this is what I do better than anyone else to speak from my experience. Um, Many, yes, look at medical research papers for the type of medication and the link to diabetes. Yes. Oh, Daryl, you're at the doctor for your A1C blood test. Hang in there, man. Are you testing your glucose at home? I feel ya. I feel ya. Hang in there. You gotta live long enough to have. I mean, you gotta live to a ripe old age to enjoy that empire that you are building, Daryl. Um, Wishing you all the best. And I'm with you. I was just at the doctor's yesterday. Thankfully, I didn't have the. I kind of skated by without having to take the test that I was kind of not wanting to take. But I'm with you, and I hope that all goes well for you. So, I've been testing my blood with like a monitor. And I actually love it because I love getting the data. Yes, daily, yep. I use an app, it's called My Sugar, to track, my glucose. So it's weird, and I get that, like, early morning glucose thing where my sugar will be higher in the morning than it was at night, because of, I guess, pancreas releasing whatever. Anyway, I just work on that. So it's an ongoing challenge. All of this to say, yes, one of my goals, so the first 2 are healthy, happy family. Second one is being healthy and fit. Those are the first 2 goals. Not sure what you can offer, Andy, but in terms of writing. Um, so a good way to look at it, Andy, is what's in need. What is the need? And then how can your skills fit the need? As opposed to what can you bring? Because you might be surprised at skills that you have that you don't acknowledge. So just an interesting thing to look. Jennifer, you were diagnosed with Graves' disease, but hope to make a full recovery within 18 months of medication. I'm sorry to hear about that, but awesome that you were on the right path toward recovery. Interesting note, and take this for what it is, but my mother was also diagnosed with Graves' disease, which means that I'm kind of have that tendency. But according to her, she's a little kooky. She was able to cure her Graves' disease with her mind and hot yoga. So she's not on medication, and she sees a endocrinologist every year, and so far she's been fine. So Jennifer, um, sending you strong thoughts for a full and complete recovery. It's possible for sure. Minnie, your doctor copied you in a referral she ordered, and it said a potential risk for diabetes, so you looked up the numbers, and you're not going to panic until you speak with the doctor. Oh, I hear you. That also makes me, yes, Jennifer, Matt's also sending, thoughts for a good recovery. Minnie, that's frustrating, like, when they put down notes and they don't tell you, or waiting to speak with a doctor, or when you get asked questions when you ask a question, you're asked another question. It's like, "Well, what would you have wanted?" And I'm like, "Well, what's normal?" Anyway, yeah, many health is you're right not to panic. You don't know if they sent you a copy of the referral, yeah. I feel like all many adults are at high risk for diabetes. Look into hot yoga. Yes, thank you, Matt. Yes, excellent. Jennifer. Yeah, I feel like diabetes risk. I feel like most adult people are at risk for diabetes. Roland Holland, oh yes, excellent. You're entertaining the idea of documenting your rental property adventures for sort of the everyday people getting into passive investing. Yes, many it's a risk near age 40. Roland, definitely just do it. Just do it. So that's my biggest advice is just start, do it, and watch yourself back. As painful as it is, I didn't watch a lot of my early videos, and I would have learned faster if I had made myself watch them. I didn't watch it because it was like painful to watch myself. I didn't enjoy it, but you will learn faster if you um, if you watch yourself back. So those are my only two pieces of advice. Just do it. And Gary Vee would agree with me. Mm. The challenging part you're doing already, which is the real estate investing. So that's awesome. Alrighty, guys. So for me, my one goal is to film that video. That's all. If I do that today, that will be a good day. So that is all I got for you today. I actually have a work meeting at 1 p.m. and I'm going to try to get some more protein into my lunch. This bagel is not enough. Daryl, yes, Roland, you do. You love those channels. Yes, me too. Just do it. Well-behaved wallet 2022. Yes, it's very true. Just jump on into it. It's very, very true. Just get it done. Execute. All right, guys. So I'm going to end this here. Thank you so much for being with us on the lunchtime live stream, on the Tuesday lunchtime live stream, and I will see you, good Lord willing, tomorrow for lunch. Take care, guys. Roland, thanks for the encouragement. Yes, yes, and post your channel in the chat when you do it. That'd be awesome. We'll give you some support. Okay, bye, guys.